morning, folks. Hope you all are doing okay. Today I'm gonna do a soap that I should have done like weeks ago when I got it in. I made a video but never released it, so I'm gonna try again. BdF Distinto. The fifth scent in their whole lineup. Another soap by TFS. Quality wise, top notch, but I was really curious about the scent that they would bring. We had the Classico, which was more like a barbershop kind of thing, which really matched up with the Pinot Classic aftershave. They had a Raffinato, which was an almond, a very strong almond soap, by the way. Exclusivo, a citrus-based soap. Mysterio, which was a kind of a Floyd Blue, fresh thing, Old Spice. That's something in that ballpark. And now they have this. And the first thing that you notice is the color. No longer the off-white thing that they had. Now it's a brownish, purplish color. The scent on this is really complex, to me at least, because it reminds me of a few different soaps that TFS has made over the years. It has something of the anniversary soap, the Fern. It has something of the Ginestra and the Corte Sabudaba. No, I break those names every time again. And there has something vanilla-like in there. So quite a complex scent. The soap is harder than all the others, so it should last a bit longer, which is a big plus. And it isn't cheap. It isn't really expensive, so all with all, worth to try. Today again, we're going straight to the setup now. I'm using one of my injectors with a blade that I used once. Ship grip this time. I have the gear lever one and a normal one. I think these are pretty decent shavers for when you're on travel or something. They do their job. So one of my custom brushes, the first custom brush I ever ordered. My initials are there somewhere. You can't see them because it's too dark. And the most fitting aftershave that I found yet for this soap, the real aftershaves are still coming, the Corte Sabudaba from TFS. So let's make it quick, because I don't know how much battery is in there, and I don't want to catch the time limit on this camera, because it only gives me 15 minutes, so I have to make it quick. The problem that I have, for some reason, with the phones that I'm using, they're all giving sound sync issues. So I have to use this camera, and this camera has its limitations. So yeah, foamy enough. It's a really soft brush, by the way, with not much backbone. That's the only reason that I don't use the brush so much anymore. I use the two brushes with a bit more backbone. When the soap is lathering, like it is now, that vanilla thing drops a bit, that herbal thing drops a bit, and the more Ginestra kind of smell comes out, at least in my opinion. Your mileage may vary scent-wise. The slick on these soaps is across the board fantastic. I mean, I haven't had a single TFS soap that I had really issues with. So, now let's see how it will perform on an injector, because that is something I haven't tried yet. I haven't used injectors for quite a while actually. I use the original Chic blades. I have Gillette blades for these two, which I haven't used yet. The only thing that really bothers me is that I have to rinse them so much. But besides that, it's a really efficient, quite an efficient shaver. It doesn't take a lot of effort to get a good shave out of them. The only problem is, and you'll notice that when I'm going upwards, that it, without stretching the skin, it won't pick up the jawline very well, which that's a problem that I don't have with the DE, for instance, or with the straight razors. It just catches and goes. But with these, that's a bit of a different story. And my neck doesn't like injectors that much too. I can do 2 passes on the neck at the most. 3 if I'm really, really careful. So far, feels good. Something with these injectors, don't put too much pressure on them. It's really easy to make that mistake. We're just pressing on them in the hope that they will get more hair off or something. But the only thing that you'll end up with is ingrown hairs. That's my I can go for a 3rd lap. My experience, at least. Anyway, to you, my viewers, I'm sorry that I got out with this soap so late. It's been on the market now for a few months, weeks, whatever, and I just forgot to upload the footage. So I hope that this gets the soap the attention that it needs, because it's really a good soap, and the scent is something really complex, which you should give a try if you can. we're here again. The camera dropped. The only thing I have to bitch about the soap is that they don't have a perfectly matching aftershave for it. The thing that comes best now is the Corte Saptodaba soap. And as you notice, the fan in the bathroom dropped his sound finally. Thing makes an awful lot of noise. Sounds good enough for me. Anyway, let's rinse off and continue. First the brushes, as usual. One of the brushes that I have the least problems with containment. Not a lot of soap that got clogged in there, and I don't have to clean it up that much. That's one of my only brushes that doesn't have that problem. Now, the shave is decent. Why I say decent? Jawline is okay, but I have here the famous spots on my neck that I just can't get smooth. The rest of my face is done pretty well. Now directly go over to the aftershave balm and then we're done. It smells a little bit sweeter than the soap, but in terms of the tones of the scent, it really comes close. So for now, I have to do it with this. Rinse my hands again. Well, that was the shave of today. Not bad, not super, but will do for a simple injector shave. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I will see you later with a new soap, new video. So, bye.